Hello everybody and welcome back to Unofficial Commentary on Power Rangers Dino Charge. This week is Episode 9, When Logic Fails. I know I said this was going to be returning next week, but apparently I got my dates wrong. Double Danger was on April 4th, and that's when the last episode aired in America, and then Dino Charge returned on August 3rd of all times in Brazil of all places, ahead of when we got the actual episode. And apparently I wasn't paying attention to much Power Rangers news because When Logic Fails also premiered on Nick.com last week. So Episode 10, The Royal Rangers, will be next week. Funny how Dino Charge airs on Mondays in Brazil. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Let's see. Anyways. It's been about almost 5 months since the last episode of Dino Charge in America. That's not good. That is not a good way to schedule out your series, at least as far as I'm concerned. I don't like it when they have massive gaps between the start and the end of a season, because I almost entirely forgot what happened. And apparently this is actually the middle of an episode arc. It's like they Double Ranger, Double Danger was the start of a 4-episode arc. And anyways, if you'll recall the last episode of Unofficial Commentary on Dino Charge, Double Ranger, Double Danger, if I'm remembering correctly, I didn't like it all that much, because the characters were acting kind of dumb. It's like they were acting almost like Episode 2 dumb. You know, it's like they got back to the actual real decent enough writing after like Episode 3, but then they came back with some really weird stuff, because it was just like logic was not their friend, I guess, and I guess that's why this episode here is titled When Logic Fails, although I hope it's better than the last one. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Millions of years ago, the evil Sledge can steal the greatest power in the universe. Not exactly, I keep saying this, not exactly the greatest power in the universe. If there have been like 22 teams that have had exactly the same powers, and 2 teams before that have also had the same powers. Yeah, because it needs to be charged up. That's why it's called a charger. Press that button on the side. Yeah, that right there didn't make any sense. You guys can move faster than him. You don't need to destroy it. Press the button on the side. Press the thing on the side. I'd have thrown all of them off my ship, but whatever. Oh, hey, Star Trek chess. You guys remember what the Rangers do, right? They press the button on the side. Power Rangers, Power Rangers, Power Rangers, Power Rangers. In a world full of strife, we must fight to survive. Try to break the chains that divide. There is only one chance to take the right stance. Hold tight, keep our powers alive. Go, go, Power Rangers. Don't you ever stop. Go, go, Power Rangers. You will rise up to the top. Rangers forever. Dino charge all together. Power Rangers, Power Rangers, Power Rangers, Dino charge. I hope that was better than last time. I've been practicing my singing. Also got a better microphone, so... Okay, what's he doing? Wasn't exactly the most elegant of things. I think it was just a repurposed Xbox 360. Thank you, Tyler. That's actually a good point, Coda. I had one of those when I was a kid. Which means they're coming after your base. What? Playing chess, you idiot. Yugimoto could. Yeah, he's gonna fail. Try hooking it up to, oh, I don't know, a AA battery charger. Press the button on the side. Press the button on the side. That's what the Rangers do. All the time. At least try it. Of course they are. It's chess. That line of dialogue was the most unnatural I've ever heard. Of course he is. He wears all black. Morph already, damn it. Wow, chess puns are... Wow, that's just... I love how they always think utter obliteration is the best option they have. That wasn't funny. No, they're not. Those odds are not illogical. They're just stacked against you. Why is... Do you want to play a game? Time to play the game! They've got guns. They've got super strength. They can just punch through the wall. It's a normal building. Odd is an understatement, buddy. And I forgot his name. Maybe splitting up wasn't such a good idea. A few lines of dialogue need to be cut here and there. You've got super strength, buddy. Just punch the thing. Punch. Punch the freaking glass. Thinking outside the box isn't gonna... Wow, that vent is huge. What are you doing? This is... What is with all the math that's not helping? There ought to be some mist in the air. Of course you are, Coda. Of course you are. Well, I mean, I could see the stuff that he's seeing helping if he was, you know, drawing up maps in his head. Not with those clips, it shouldn't. How can you tell? You don't have a meter. What's that thing on him? Morph and drop down the vent. Coda, you have super strength. You can bust that window. Just move the thing. You forgot about the freaking vents, you idiot. No, he won't. He'll just kill you. Buddy, Kendall, shut up. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he knows. He knows that, you idiot. So shut up and let Riley do his thing. Buddy, you might want to morph. I mean, you're not exactly inconspicuous as it is. Get the freaking charger! You're not leaving them! They will survive! They are Power Rangers! Oh, well, Kendall's an idiot, but we already knew that. And in other news, Coda's still an idiot. Punch! No, it's not. Why is that even on you? It should be at the... You could have killed Fury and then been back before... Ugh. Yeah, of course. Well, I don't even know what the hell this game is. Okay, maybe that's coming in handy. He's metagaming. You might want to stop gloating, buddy. You telling me none of you thought about the frickin' vents? They each should have come up with that on their own. I mean, I can see Coda not, but... I mean, the rest of them are smart enough. You telling me you didn't notice that? And you're telling me Coda wouldn't resort to punching that? Still not funny. I have to admit, though, this is awesome. Good. What the hell just happened? That was a really stupid cut there. Dino charge. You shouldn't be doing all this posturing. You could have wiped out their army by now. Oh, hey, that was the volcano from the opening sequence. Yeah. I'd just like to point out that real pterodactyls weren't that big. At least I don't think any of them were as big as a frickin' airplane. The rules. In war, there are no rules. And this is war, buddy. Yeah, shut up, Coda. You know, you could have walked out of the way. No, he doesn't. Wait until Fury shows up, okay? Wait until it's doing something. Okay, there we go. I'm just saying, you guys were acting a little bit too fast. No, you're still at the bottom. Yugimoto wouldn't even have to try to kick your ass. Maybe you need, oh, I don't know, 2 Megazords? Now, that was weird. Why was that black? It's supposed to be silver. Rangers, turn around, kill Fury. You can get the Charger back. Oh, but I forgot. He's one of the main villains. You know, Poisandre, you might want to stop your little vendetta against him. Hard to be invisible with all that pink you're wearing. All of you were. You could have just turned around and popped him one. Yes, it would have. It wouldn't have taken too long to get to him. I don't think that's enough pizza for everybody. Oh, hey, nice no design on that box. Yeah, that's still weird. That line should have just been, "What do you think it is?" Why don't you just, I don't know, suit up in the Megazord and shoot him? I'm serious. You guys could have done that. 180-degree turn. Aim with the Parazord cannon. Boom. Fury's dead. Gone. For the rest of the series. You don't have to deal with him. You get the Charger back. Okay? So, you know what? What even? Well, anyways, I'll see you guys later with some more, I don't know what I've got going on today. See you guys later.